Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yes, sir. Top of the 1 o'clock hour. And like you were saying, Jay, this is our first father-daughter interview. So shout out to y'all on that. We got Naglaa and Rob in the building. How y'all doing?
We doing good.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for having us.
For sure. Thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate it.
Gratitude. Bro.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Facts. Now, let's start with you, Naglaa. Explain, like, who you are and how you got your start in music.
Okay, so my name is Naglaa. It means beautiful black baby. I started when I was about 10, singing in church, not really taking it serious because I didn't really have the confidence, a lot of stage fright. As I got older, I knew I had the passion for music, especially writing. Like, I would write scripts, too, to, like, little movies and stuff like that, like, in my head, imagination type stuff. But I would always write, like, I had a passion for writing and I had an ear for music. So when I was in college, I went to Columbia College Chicago downtown, and I'm just like, I want to take this serious. I started out rapping, like strictly rapping, but I always used my voice though. I knew I could sing. Mm-hmm. Like I said though, I had the stage fright, but I started out rapping in college, and then I'm like, okay, I need to sing. Like, people are telling me to use my voice. It sounds good. What am I afraid of? So I kind of just pushed myself. Other people around me pushed me, of course, but I pushed myself into it like, okay, let me sing. And that's pretty much where I started. College, 10 years old, and then college, taking it seriously.
For sure. Do you think going to a school like Columbia, being around people that's into like music and the arts and everything, was that like a good inspiration for you to like find it again as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. I actually majored in theater. Mm-hmm. So I was going for acting originally. When I was in high school, I was thinking about what am I gonna do when I go to college. Then I'm like, I got the personality to act. Like, I love being silly. I love like playing with people or like laughing and just like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I had the personality for it. So I went to college for acting. When I got there, like you were saying, like being around all those artistic people, it was like, I want to tap into what I really like to do for real, but I was scared to do. So being around like my friends who were majoring in music and stuff like that definitely pushed me to.
Mm-hmm. I always say theater is a great course. I like theater because it teaches you so much, especially about yourself as well, especially when you got to teach. Like, most of the time your theater teacher is like motivating, you know what I'm saying? So like, then once you get that inspiration, like, oh damn, I could really do this, you know?
Improv too.
For sure.
Improv is like, I'm like, whoa, okay, we just do whatever for real. Like, I had a little hard time in the beginning with that, but then I realized like, okay, this is like real life. It's like real life.
Absolutely.
For real improv.
Okay. Now, Pops, how was it watching your daughter, blossom into what she is today? Because my son out there, you know what I'm saying, so he 10.
Right.
Yeah. So I be looking at him like, and his sister 13, I be like, man, I remember when y'all was a baby, I hit them with that so much, you know what I'm saying? So what has it been like watching your daughter grow and blossom?
Oh man, it's been a blessing. I could say like, man, in the beginning it was wild because, she said she wanted to do music, and first it was acting. So I'm like, okay, you go to school, you do acting and everything. But when she said she wanted to do music, she flipped it up. I'm like, okay, I ain't never heard you really do nothing.
I'm scared.
So I'm like, okay, let me see what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have your back, but I want to see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? What message you're putting out here? What you got? So I heard a little something like, okay, she got a little talent, she got a little something, you know what I'm saying? So then once, she got her little feet wet, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, okay, she's got potential, Then I started listening to the messages and stuff she was saying, and I'm like, okay, damn, this is my daughter. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of flipped on me, and I'm like, okay, let me kind of pay a little more attention to what's really going on, because she feeling this. So, I'm like, okay, Pop's gonna, be there for you, have your back and do what you need. So then, it just start taking off from there, and then I start seeing the progression as these years is now coming past. So I'm like, okay, yeah, she's starting to get a little buzz or whatever. So, you know, we're gonna work with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It's been a blessing though, you know. It's opened my eyes and, you know, made me look at her a lot different now. Cause, you know, I used to call her a young lady, and now she becoming a young woman. So, you know, it's been good, you know.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, Naglaa, how important was it for your father to, you know what I'm saying, wrap his arm around your career and say, yeah, we gonna do this together?
Honestly, he was really like the first one. Because I feel like when I was in college, for one, some of my other family members were just saying, like, you know, this what you want to go to school for? But okay, if this what you want to do, all right. He was always, like, supportive, like, this what you want to go to school for? Okay, like, I'm going to tell you this, like, what I know from back in the day when I was doing this, but if this what you want to do, I'm going to allow you to do it and, you know, take your own route. He was very supportive with that. And then when I was telling him, like, I wanted to start music, I'll never forget one day we was in the basement and he had told me, like, I don't know if I had just played him a song or what, but he was like, don't ever think about what I'm going to say about your music. Like, be yourself. Don't think, oh, I need to not curse so much or I need to stay away from saying certain things because you worrying about what I'm going to say or what other people are going to say. I want you to be authentically you type stuff. Them weren't the exact words, but that always stick with me. And ever since then, honestly, that's probably when you seen the progression and the change because it was like, I got the green light. I feel like I talked to you about that too.
You did.
Yeah.
I got the green light, so let me really be myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely.
That's dope, man. Because a lot of parents, sometimes we a little bit too aggressive with how we want our kids to be. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we gotta learn, like, okay, it's your life. You know. Yeah. I gotta let you live it. Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't run it. You know, I can be there and support you, but you know, just like you know, you got your son. You know, you know how it is.
Yeah, it's tough being a parent, man.
Yeah. So fatherhood is very important though. So like what's like one thing outside of what you just told us, what's one thing that will always stick with you? It could be like a supportive action, like being there for a show. It could be some words. What's one thing that'll always stick with you moving forward with your music career?
Ooh, I don't know if I said this last time or not, but this has always stuck with me ever since I heard it. I was doing like an open mic show. Mm-hmm. And after I performed, I did really good. But I was asking for like feedback or whatever. And it's an actor in Chicago named Michael David Hammond. And he told me, like, he was the judge or whatever at the little open mic contest. Mm-hmm. And he had told me, like, when you perform your music is like heartfelt. So when you perform your music, that same emotion that you felt writing that song, have that same emotion when you're performing the song. So ever since then, it's like, okay, if I'm doing a turn-up song or like, you know, F that dude, then it's like, okay, when I'm performing, I want to take myself back to when I wrote that song, and I feel different now. Ever since, like, I think about that before I perform, I feel different. Like, I put that same emotion into my song, whether it's like sad music or like heartbreak music, then it's like, I'm on stage, like, about to cry, or I'm looking at one person in the crowd, like, do you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it pushed me to be like that, and that's something I'm gonna forever remember. So shout out to Michael, Big Mike.
For sure. Do you consider your presence when it's do you consider it like commanding, or do you just go with like what the flow of what the audience bring you when you're doing things such as like performing on stage or on open mic?
Oh, that's a good question. Cause I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Callie, my manager. She out of town. She couldn't be here today, but I remember when I was first starting to do shows, and I asked her, like, I think I'm just going to ask the crowd, what do they want to hear? Mm-hmm. Do they want to hear turn up? Do y'all want to hear heartbreak? Do y'all want to hear, like, what y'all want to hear or whatever? Because I got music for everything. Like, I got a song for any feeling that you felt
for sure,
or have felt before. And she'll start telling me, like, why are you giving them the option? So I was in that mindset at first, but she would ask me, like, why are you giving them that option? Mm. What do you want to do? what do you want to talk about when you get up there or whatever. So I feel like that kind of pushed me into that mindset now. That's where I'm at now, because it's like, okay, you know what? I am in control. Like, I ain't so, this is what it is. But, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if I'm feeling like this, if I'm feeling down, then I'm going to talk about my mental health songs. And I hope, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking to somebody who feel the same way that I felt when I wrote the song.
For sure.
Type stuff. So I feel like I felt both ways, but now I'm into the being in control and not really asking what y'all want to hear. Like, let me just tell y'all how I'm feeling today. I wrote this song 3 years ago, but this is how I'm feeling today. Type stuff.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yes, sir. Check it back in with, I guess, Naglaa and Rob in the building with us.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
So we got your project Crave you dropped at the beginning of the year. Yep. Talk about your process of creating that project and everything.
So Crave, I wanted to start the year off with like some R&B. So the last project I dropped was like literally a mix of all emotions: happy, sad, angry, freaky, everything. So I wanted to start the year off with literally just R&B, smooth, one up-tempo song, but wanted to give off like that love vibe for like Valentine's Day. So like the cover is like red and like red balloons. It's super Valentine's Day. Writing it, or like the process of it, it was pretty much kind of in love, I guess you could say, in love. I wanted to talk a lot about like my feelings about love, or like the situation I was in. So not all positive though. Like I got a song on there called Enough for Confusion. It's really about like a confused relationship. Like, am I enough for you? Are you enough for me? How do I really feel about you? Like, is this working? Do I want to stay, or do I want to just do me? I actually wrote that last. That was the last song that I wrote. But the songs before that, like the love and freaky songs, Maximilian, the first song on there, that's like a love freaky song. I really had a lot of fun writing that. T3, shout out T3. He produced that beat. For sure,
shout out T3.
He produced that beat, and I just had a lot of fun. I feel like with that project too, I had a lot of fun with it, because it was like I ain't dropped no all R&B type, even though it was like an EP, but I ain't dropped no all R&B type of vibe. So when I knew I wanted to do that, it was like, okay, I'm finna have fun with this. Like, this what y'all want.
For sure.
You ready? So that's what I'm finna get him.
For sure.
But I had fun with it. Definitely wanted to talk about my feelings and stuff like that. So process was cool. It was fun.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, how do you feel about, social media? Because you are an artist and you have to be active on social media. So how is your social media feed? Is it positive? Is it affirmations? You know what I'm saying? Like, how's your day-to-day on social media cleansing everything that you have going on outside of social media?
Good question. Low-key, I try to use social media to the best of my ability, but not trying to sound like hypocritical. I still don't, and I'm working on that, especially as an artist. The biggest problem I have, and I'm not afraid to say, is promoting myself, like literally via social media. I will shoot a video and then post it a couple times, and then kind of fall back a little bit. Like, my peers and stuff and my supporters, they'll be posting it, and I'm reposting and sharing what they're saying and like thanking them for the love and stuff, but I'm not as active myself, and I'm glad that I'm aware of that, because I know that's something that I need to work on. So I'm proud to say. I'm not proud to say it, but I'm proud to know, you know, my flaw that I could work on. But that's something that I try to do with social media is like more promotion. And I do love that I get a lot of support. I get a lot of support on social media. A lot of like positive comments I do, or like DMs just saying, some people telling me like where they can see me and stuff like that. I live a life in my head that I can't wait to manifest into reality. So when I get those type of responses or like DMs or just comments on my posts and stuff, it's like, okay, this is what I need. You don't need it for real, because you just need to have that faith within yourself and God. But having that from your peers, so it do like a, I don't know, like an extra little for me. So I could say like social media, it's okay. It's okay because I don't want to get like trapped into it. But I don't know, like I have some things that I want to work on as far as like using it to the best of my ability, like its full potential.
Now being that you are an artist, the main goal is always to become a bigger artist. You know, now let's say you blow up tomorrow. Are you prepared for all of this attention that comes with being a bigger artist?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I be preparing myself for that. So like, when I first started, I had one girl I actually went to high school with. She had commented something like very, very negative on my post. Like it was like my album, my first project cover. I ain't got no album. I like to call them projects until I'm in album mode. But she commented something really, really negative, and I'm just like, dang. But then I had to I had showed my mama or whatever, and she was like, girl, what you gonna do when a million people saying stuff like that to you? Like you gonna be sitting there like, dang. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, you right. Like, I feel like I want to use that negativity and turn it into positive motivation. So, I don't know. I look at that and try to just, like, turn the negative into positive, really. But when I get bigger, I feel like dealing with it now is just showing me, especially with the people around me or like people I knew and stuff like that. When the people I don't know who commenting negative stuff, that's not even gonna faze me for real. I might have like that one comment or two that's like, okay, girl, you really had to say that though. Like you really felt like that, but I ain't gonna try to take stuff too personal for real, because they don't know me for real. Yeah. And I'm not for everybody, so what you say don't faze me. But I feel like if I was to blow up tomorrow, and you know what I'm saying, I feel like I've been preparing myself for it, like remaining humble for real. I want to remain Naglaa. So if I was to blow up tomorrow, like I get 1 million views, 30 million views, and all these people are listening to my music, they want to call me out for shows, and people screaming my name and singing my song lyrics back at me, I feel like I want to remain Naglaa to the point where when y'all screaming my lyrics at me or screaming my name stuff, I'm doing this for us. Like, this is a we thing. Like, my life is my own, but my life is not my own because I ain't had nothing passed down to me to give down to people or, like, give back to the community for real. So that's what I want to do, and I want to be at that point if I was to blow up tomorrow to be able to showcase that type of, you know, energy.
And speaking that you got a acting and a theater background for starts, would you ever like tie in and make like a short film, a short play, and like conduct and use your own music with it and everything and own choreography?
Boy, that's not playing. Yes, I would. Like I said, when I was younger, I used to write scripts and stuff, like literally like 10, 11 years old, just writing in my little notebook. Ashley, girl, what you doing today? You know what I'm saying? Like writing scripts for real. So to be able to write a movie, if I could have it that way, write a movie or a show or something, short film, act in it, and have my music in it. Hopefully, if I could have it my way for real, have it like kind of certain things about my life or like certain things I've been through or people close to me have been through, so I could like really, really, get into character and then showcase, like, this is real, like, and then I went through this. So if I'm on an interview or something, like, yeah, y'all seen this, but you know what? I really went through this stuff for real. So y'all looking at it as a movie, but this was real life for me.
Right, it went down. What I always like to draw to when it comes to like independent people like doing music or like arts and everything, I like to go to the development of Friday, like, and just hear like how DJ Pooh and Ice Cube made the movie up. Like Smokey is he portrayed like it was real life events. Smokey is DJ Pooh big brother, like the same stuff Smokey was doing. That's what DJ Pooh big brother doing, and like that's the thing about art. You kind of reconstruct it and make it to the point where it's like your life, but you could play around with it, so you could like take the characters back. Like this could be your story, but you could put it on another character, you know?
Yes.
So you can always reconstruct and phase that out. So like, if you was to do something like that, would you like hire like actors, or would you like portray real people in your life, like use like real friends and everything?
I feel like I would do it both ways. Honestly, all the stuff that I've seen, I may not use people in my life for real, because I wouldn't even, unless they was confident enough to do it, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't reliving this trauma type stuff, like acting like this or getting into this character. This is not going to make me relive my trauma, but I'm confident enough to like put on that role and showcase like, you know, this is real life. This is what it was for me. But I feel like I would try to get actors, or for real, hopefully we can have like an acting workshop or something like that. But I would really try to get like people. I would want to do like a movie about like mental health or something like that. Like, it's not talked about enough, especially in this generation. Like, we try to like overlook our feelings, or like, you know what I'm saying, like push a lot of stuff under the rug. A lot in Black families too. But I would try to get people who suffer or struggle, who will be confident enough to put on that role and be like, you know what I'm saying, I've been through this or something similar to this, so let me jump in this movie for real. Thank you, Naglaa, for that, like, for thinking of something like that. And, you know, even though I'm not an actor, I would like to be a part of something like that. So yeah, I'll tap into like people like that. That's my culture. That's my stomping grounds over there.
If you'd like to further support iLLANOiZE Media and what we do for the culture, here are a few ways we could use your help. Follow us on social media, download the iLLANOiZE app, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search iLLANOiZE with a Z. You can also buy merchandise, or you can lend a helping hand by donating a one-time or monthly contribution. To donate, visit illanoize.co/donate. That's ILLANOIZE.co/donate. We thank you for supporting what we do, because without you, there is no us.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
And we back in the building with our guests, Naglaa and Rob. Now, I have a question for you, Rob. They say a parent's job is never done. What's something that's that keeps you going, you know, standing behind your daughter and your family, you know?
Oh, man, I just like to see my people success.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Not just because it's my daughter, but, you know what I'm saying, just people in general, you know. We got to unite together, you know, in order to build something, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, we've been set back, but, you know, we definitely need to progress, you know what I'm saying, as people, you know, and our young brothers and sisters, you know, we got a lot going on, and we at war with each other, and it's really you know, it don't make sense, you know what I'm saying? Because we all need to, you know, come together to unite, because where we going now, you got to think, man, the world stopped. You know what I mean? So if that didn't make you, you know, think about something, you know, that should have put something in your, you know, in your mind.
Facts. The world definitely did stop. Now,
How we see today.
Now, Naglaa, you're an artist, but you also have a brand, Pretty with a Hustle. Go ahead, explain to us what Pretty with a Hustle is.
Definitely should have wore the shirt. I was gonna wear the shirt, but Pretty with a Hustle is a unisex brand. It means, the Pretty stands for proudly representing everything that thrives you with a hustle. So my motto behind that is literally what it say, proudly representing everything that thrives you with the hustle. Like, everything that means something to me or everything that I am, flaws and all. Let me showcase that, and then everything that I want to do, let me strive to get that with the hustle. Like, it's just something about that hustle word too. Like, I feel like I'm a hustler. I just talked about this in a new song I wrote. Like, I said, Daddy a hustler, my mama smart in books. This year I'm getting everything the devil thought he took. So even in my lyrics or in my music, I like to connect that, like being pretty with the hustle. Like, I feel like that's just me. And that could be you as well. Like, you don't have to be a woman to proudly represent everything that thrives you with the hustle. You don't have to be a man just a man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I wanted to make that unisex so everybody can feel it, but I still wanted it to be true to who I am and what I stand for. I came up with it about a year ago, a little over a year ago now. I need to put a little more effort into promoting that as well. Not ashamed to say that, but I've been getting a lot of love, and that's what keep me moving with that, for real. I feel like low key, more than the music too. Without the support and stuff, with Pretty with a Hustle, I probably would have just let it go, for real. But I could tell it means something to other people. Like, there's one girl, when she bought a shirt or whatever, she was just like, I feel like I want to wear this shirt every day, or I want this in multiple colors, because I feel like this is me. That's what I want. Like, that's what I want, because this is us. Like I said, with my music, that's us. With this clothing stuff, that's us as well. Like, it's not just Naglaa, it's for anybody who feel like I feel. We pretty with a hustle.
For sure. And as a woman, being in a position where you're empowering, you're empowering with a message, whether it's with the clothing or the music. That's a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And that's something you probably never know you could change somebody's life for real with something like that. So yeah. What's outside of what you just said? What's the biggest lesson you learned as far as doing music and branding? Like something that you had to teach yourself, not something that somebody else could teach you.
Real life organization. Like, one of my friends told me before, you need to set days. Like, you're gonna do music this day, you're gonna work on your brand this day. Honestly, that was a good key of advice, to be honest, because I feel like that made me think about entrepreneurship, for real. I want to be an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur, but I want to be a big boss, like a big entrepreneur. That's where I see myself. So with hearing stuff like that, like, schedule out your days better, or like do such and such this day, do your clothing brand this day, your music this day. I feel like that makes me want to get a little bit more organized. It pushes me into being more organized, and just keeping everything as one. Like, yeah, music is one lane, and then the clothing brand is another lane, but I want it all to be tied in together. So, like, I want this music stuff to live on. I want it to create generational wealth. Like, I want the music to be so big it creates generational wealth, as well as the clothing brand. Like, it got, I have, like, a men's line, and I have heavy on the hustle, heavy hustler, like, stuff like that. I want that to live on, because we heavy hustlers. Like, we keep it heavy on the hustle. I got T-shirt proudly representing everything that thrives you, the Pretty Girl Gang, Pretty and Cold. So just keeping it all intact, all as one, even though it's separate lanes. Pretty much.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, this is my favorite question I'm going to ask both of y'all. If y'all can go back and give y'all younger self any piece of advice, what would it be?
You go first. Because it may inspire me to say something.
Oh, man. You put me on the spot. Okay, well, I'll say just the fact of me having my daughter at a young age, you know what I'm saying, that gave me the inspiration, you know what I'm saying, to make something, you know what I'm saying, strive and have that, like she say, you know what I'm saying, with her clothing line. So, I kind of put that into the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, to, for the frequency, for the energy, because, like, some of the stuff she don't know, like, Daddy done that. You know what I'm saying? And been there and done that. So it's like just seeing her progress, it's been an eye-opening experience. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it makes me wonder what's next. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell her, you know, there's no limitations. This your marathon. You run your race. You know what I'm saying? People just, wake up every day, but they trying to live and do something somebody else doing instead of doing what they, is really aspired to do, on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So, it's been a good journey so far. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just blessed to see what's next. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, that's how I could really put it. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Pop's happy. You know what I mean? Long as she well taken care of, she doing what she want to do. You know what I mean? The entrepreneurship. Everything's gonna come. Just don't be trying to stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? You created a lane, you make that lane, and you ride in. And when you ready to change lanes, then you do it. You don't worry about what somebody else trying to dictate. What they want for you. That's been my biggest message to her, her whole entire life. Don't worry about what somebody else gonna say. Don't even worry about what I'm gonna say, because you gotta live your life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because one day I'm not gonna be here. So, you can't look, around like, man, well, my man, I need that, nah, you gotta dig down deep. We gotta get that dog that's up in us, you know what I'm saying? And,
now you talking.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's the serious thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm about sports and, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So, by me not having a son, I had to transition to like, man, my daughter, you know what I'm saying, she's doing this and doing that. So, and I seen the progression. I'm like, man, yeah, where that dog in you? You know what I'm saying? Because when I seen her first perform, you know what I'm saying, it kind of brought a couple tears to my eyes, because I'm looking like, man, people rocking with her and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this okay, all right. And then I'm like, man, and she felt a little hesitant. You know what I'm saying, in the beginning, and you know what I'm saying, and it's all starting to come out or whatever. But like I tell her, like, man, you got that in you. You know what I'm saying? Because I got it in you, so you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make sure you come on with it. You know what I'm saying? So if I gotta give you some encouraging words or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, pick up the phone, holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna get you what you need.
Mamba mentality.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Definitely.
All right, Naglaa, if you can give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
I have to say to be strong no matter what. Like, no matter what comes your way, literally, like, no matter what comes your way, you got to know, if you wake up that next day, you still here for a reason. So find your purpose as well. Find your purpose. Like, at a young age, enjoy being a kid. Ooh, it's just coming out. Enjoy being a kid. That's the third one. Enjoy being a kid, because it get real when you get older. Absolutely. Keep pushing. I feel like stay true to who you are. Like, don't try to change. Even as a young girl, I was never like a follower. I was always a leader. I was never like a bully. I was cool with like everybody, like literally everybody, like the so-called nerds or like the people who don't talk as much, the quiet people and stuff. I'm cool with them. I'm talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Having conversations, stuff like that with them. Like, be true to yourself. Like, just because certain people don't mess with certain people, if you like that person or you like that thing, go for it. Talk to them. Enjoy it or whatever. Also, stay close to God in this life. Like, in this life, we get taken away and we get blown away into so many different things and taken from like our natural state, and we start turning into different people. You know what I'm saying? Stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to God. Know who God is. Pray every day if you can. And you can. If you got a mouth, you got two hands, you got two ears, listen. Even if you can't hear him talking back to you, like, just listen to, like, listen. Not listen to what everybody say, but like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I wish I listened to a lot of stuff my father told me growing up, especially with like college. Like, he was telling me, certain things, you don't need no degree in acting. Like, and I didn't get no degree in acting, you know what I'm saying? So it was like certain things, and he told me, You gonna go down that lane? That's what you wanna do. I'm stand behind you and stuff. And he was there, sure enough. Like when I was at my lowest and super depressed, like I transferred to EIU after I left Columbia because it was like super expensive or whatever. And my mama didn't want me to stop going to school. She's like, no, you ain't taking no break. Like, you gonna stay in school. So I'm just telling my dad, like, I don't know, I'm just gonna do it. Like, my mom told me to do it, whatever. Like, do you wanna do this? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I was just so uncertain or whatever. And like, it's okay to be uncertain, but when you uncertain, take that time to find your certainty. Woo, that one too. That one too.
That was a
They just coming out, but yeah, like all that.
All right, before we get out of here, tell the people how they can get in tune with you, stay in tune with you, find everything you got going on.
So, y'all, again, my name is Naglaa. It's Naglaa apostrophe. It means beautiful black baby. I say that a lot because growing up, I did not like my name. But as I've gotten older, I love it and I've grown into it. Like, this is who I am, Naglaa. So you can find me on all streaming platforms at Naglaa apostrophe. You can follow me on Instagram at Pimpin'. It's PIMPN_. And yeah. My YouTube channel, Naglaa. All streaming platforms, Naglaa. Naglaa everything.
For sure.
All right, Jimmy, talk to the people.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to Naglaa and her father, Rob, for coming through. Like we said at the top of the show, this was the first father-daughter interview, you know what I'm saying? So that was real dope. Shout out to y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all...
make sure you push it because
we
need to get a podcast or something. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, y'all. We definitely gonna have y'all with us, man. So we appreciate y'all for coming through. It's been a pleasure speaking with y'all on everything y'all got going on. Definitely. Wish y'all the best moving forward. You know, like I said, a parent's work is never done.
Definitely.
And you got a great one behind you. You know, this major. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For sure. This major. Bring your father through. So shout out to y'all on that. Make sure y'all get in tune with all Naglaa music and everything that she got going on. And make sure y'all follow me, Groove Nuke, GROOVNUKE. Make sure you follow Ill Sound Radio, ILLSOUND Radio. Only on iLLANOiZE Radio, streaming music 24/7. So make sure y'all submit music to the site and download that app. And Jay, what you got to say to him?
And I appreciate both of y'all for coming through. First off, let me say salute to black fathers because they swear we don't exist.
Can we get a bomb for the black fathers?
We definitely
you feel me? I want to say Happy Father's Day to you. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was last month, it's Father's Day
we
every
salute
day.
every day.
Sure.
We salute
Facts.
Absolutely.
Naglaa, this is my second time sitting down with you. Keep going. Don't ever stop. Even on those days where it's tough and like, man, I want to quit. Figure out how to do one thing to keep you moving forward. And man, other than that, send us out on this last record.
Yeah.
Okay, period. Real quick, I just want to shout out this show that I'm about to do at the Promontory August 3rd. I need all y'all there. Tap into my Instagram. It's called the Black Excellence Music Expo. The Be Me. I need everybody there. We trying to talk about the violence in Chicago, stopping the violence in Chicago, the support that we need in Chicago to keep moving as artists, as entrepreneurs. So I need y'all there August 3rd at the Promontory. This last record that we gonna get into is my favorite record. It's a fan favorite. It's called Fluent. This song, I made it for the ladies. Like, the first word on the song is ladies, but fellas, it's for y'all too. Turn up song, you know what I'm saying? Just telling y'all how I feel. In love and not in love. Turned up and not turned up. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's just jump into it. Fluent. The video out on YouTube now.